Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA. It's the Tennessee Titans on the Houston Texans.
Many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
Numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
The quarterback on the scramble. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Quick throw here to Bellamy. And he'll be brought down. It's right at the 40. 7 yards there on a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
end zone now. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Titans' 11-yard line.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on?
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Returnable here for Davis. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here's the option. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 10 brings up third and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball back and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ended up as a negative yardage play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And we'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And it's out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Let's get out!
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here to his running back. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
At the 33-yard line. A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
First down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Let's go! From 21 yards away. And the Texans will add on to their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
It's nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This one is down he goes.
A Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They're already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? They just can pin the ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On now is the Titans punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 33. They'll return this ball across midfield to the 37-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
4 brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will call the Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll look to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Given 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal.
Got a man. It's taken over for the Titans touchdown.
Yeah, good job, brother. Good job.
From 3 yards out. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now Bush on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start in the NFC North. Minnesota playing host to Chicago up at US Bank Stadium. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears needing to hold on and win this one on the road to avoid falling to 0-2. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants trying to even their mark at 1-1 after dropping their opener a week ago. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks were losers in their opener, trying to get back on level footing as they lead on the road. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Recovered by Hou.
And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Texans to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside goal. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Yards to go.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems that. And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown. Big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And it's up and good. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Houston set to take over, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That's pretty much mean potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at it. And let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional. I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From a yard out, and the Texans have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spanned 75 yards, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Austin
following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. Returnable here for Davis. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Come on now.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide